Hello, YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, and Bosk the Kitten. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her so much. She's so gorgeous. Look at that cute little face. Look at that cute little face. So, so cute. So, okay, so, hi. My name is Robert Alvarez. I'm also known as Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, and I am here with Bosk the Kitten. She's the youngest of the three cats I have in my household. She's not the smallest. She's actually the largest. But even though she's no longer a kitten, she's the youngest, so she's the kitten for as long as whatever. She's so cute. Look at this little face. So right now the time is approximately 8:27 p.m. Eastern Time, and the date is Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. If memory serves, the moon is waning in Virgo, and the sun is transiting in Scorpio. Although very soon, probably in less than a week or so, the sun will be transiting in Sagittarius. So this is a WEDIN video, hashtag WEDIN, witching every day in November. And I want to acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscriber, Norma Cartagena. And I love her surname because I remember, it's funny, Cartagena is the name of a municipality in 3 countries, Colombia, España, Spain, and Chile. But the Cartagena that I know or hear about more often is the one in Colombia. Ironically, the Cartagena that I've only met one Cartagena in person as opposed to online, and she is Puerto Rican, but I believe Cartagena is her married name. Then again, I've always known her as Cartagena, but I digress. She's so cute, looks so cute. So I wanted to acknowledge Norma Cartagena. Welcome to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. I am also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan, and yes, I have a fan on, and I have plenty of good lighting. Well, actually, I have beautiful lighting. She's in for the long haul, so I stand corrected. Stand corrected, okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about witching, like the act of witching, and specifically what I'm thinking about is something that Dakota said. Dakota are one of the co-owners of Catland Books, more commonly known as Catland, which is located in the Bushwick district of Brooklyn in New York City. And Dakota said that sometimes one needs to make magic regardless of what's happening astrologically. Now, I'm one of those astrologically oriented witches. Like when I engage in ritual work and spellcraft, or when I have a specific purpose or intention or goal, if you will, I look at what's happening astrologically. Like, for example, one of the very first things that I learned from a 3rd degree Wiccan was not my personal psychic advisor, Roger Pratt. I mean, because I know a few 3rd degree Wiccans. One of the things that I learned from this particular 3rd degree Wiccan is not to do money spells when Mercury is retrograding. So guess what? I do not do money spells when Mercury is retrograding. However, if I want to increase the amount of money that I have, I will absolutely do a money spell when the moon is waxing in Taurus. So that's something to consider. I will, however, also say that sometimes one needs to do the basics. You know, I've come to realize the importance of casting a circle. But sometimes the casting of a circle needs to be more short. You know, I mean, those of us that cast a circle, that call the quarters when we engage in ritual work and spellcraft, you know, we know how to do that. But let's say for the sake of argument, let's say that I'm doing a ritual with 2 other people, and I'm holding and in my left hand I'm using my pair of headphones that I use to watch videos and listen to music when I'm home. And in my right hand, I'm going to use my beautiful Charles wallet. It's actually called the Charlotte wallet, but I'm male, so I call it the Charles wallet, Levenger. So, so let's say that I'm gathered with two other people, and we do not have a great deal of time to do a ritual, and there's a bit of urgency or a bit of speed required in making the ritual up and running as soon as possible. So instead of casting the quarters, casting a circle, calling the quarters, casting a circle, etc., I will hold the hand of one of them, and I will hold the other hand of another one of them, and the two of them are going to hold each other's hands. So let's visualize that the pair of headphones and the wallet are two other people. I'm holding one each of their hands. They're holding hands together, and we have formed a circle, although really it's actually a triangle. So instead of calling the quarters and casting the circle, we just brilliantly, powerfully, intensely, and intentionally visualize this circle of gleaming white light surrounding us, rising from the earth, and it is coming up into us and surrounding us simultaneously, and we are now encircled in magic. We are now in a protective circle. So that's one example of doing witchcraft on the fly. That's what I'm going to call it, witchcraft on the fly. Now let's say that you don't know what the transiting moon sign is, if the moon is waxing or waning, or if you're not even remembering that the sun is in Scorpio or Taurus or Aquarius for that matter. And you're not so focused on that because you have a spell to do. So let's say that you just you're winging it. You can wing it. There's nothing wrong with winging magic. There is, however, certain things that do need to remain in place regardless of how much one is winging it. I do feel that a protective circle is essential. I do feel that calling upon a deity is important. Not necessarily a deity, but if you need to call upon a celestial being, or to use Judica Ellis's term, spirits. Like spirits to collectively refer to goddesses, gods, ascended masters, archangels, angels, saints, mermaids, unicorns, etc., etc., etc. You can call upon that spirit or those spirits and say, this is why I've called upon you. This is why I need you now. And you can also make a point of closing the circle. That's very important. I have come to realize the importance of closing the circle. And in most traditional magical traditions, casting a circle is important. Casting the circle and opening the circle. Interestingly enough, when I began to learn about ancient Egyptian magic, I learned that in ancient Egypt, when magic was practiced, there was no circle. It was basically like it fades because it's no longer needed. And I found that fascinating. In fact, in all of the different kinds of magic, culturally speaking, that I've read about, I've never read that with any other culture. I've never read that in anything Irish, Welsh, Pict. I've never read that in Hellenic magic and ancient Roman magic, in Voodoo, or in anything. I've never read that in anything with the exception of ancient Egyptian magic. That the circle was not cast and it was not opened again, because it was just like, here we are. The circle is no longer needed, it fades in the ground. So that I found fascinating. And I really do need to make a better habit of citing my references in my videos. I read so much, I do. But that's no excuse, and I know that's no excuse. So, YouTube, thank you thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you for all the likes, all the shares, all the comments, all the subscriptions. Thank you to those of you who have been scheduling your sessions. Thank you absolutely to Ember HoneyRaven for inviting us to WEDIN along with her, inviting us to Witch every day in November. And thank you to all of you who have also been making WEDIN videos. I have actually, I'm probably going to actually do an acknowledgement of all of the WEDIN videos that I know about. So if you would kindly, no, actually what I am long overdue to do is do a search on YouTube with wedding in the subject line. So I'm going to do that, and then I will happily do a bonus wedding video acknowledging all of us that have been like doing all these wonderful wedding videos. But in any event, I do wish you many peaceful and prosperous blessings to you and yours, and stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, and good night.